Imagine you are drifting alone in space. 1 second ago, everything was routine. You were tethered to the International Space Station, 250 miles above Earth. Gloved hands steady on a solar array panel. The tether was secure. The comms were clear. Then the clip failed. Silent, invisible, a ghost in the vacuum. Now you are moving. Not fast, just away. 10 meters, 20. The station's white hull shrinks like a toy ship, vanishing into night. Your suit thrusters are empty. Your radio crackles once. Houston, tether breach. Then nothing but the hiss of your own breathing. Earth spins below you, impossibly beautiful, a sapphire wrapped in cotton clouds. And in that moment, you understand the first brutal truth: no one is coming. Not in time, not ever. The universe has already decided. It looks peaceful at first. The kind of peaceful that makes you forget you're dying. Stars everywhere. Millions of them, sharp as needles against a black so deep it feels alive. The Milky Way is a river of light poured across the sky. Earth glows beneath you like a living lantern. Cities sparkling along coastlines, lightning flickering inside thunderheads. For 3 heartbeats, you almost smile. This is what every astronaut dreams of seeing, pure, weightless wonder. But something is wrong. Your suit is already fighting. The life support pack on your back is counting down. 7 hours of oxygen, maybe less if panic eats it faster. The station is now a faint cluster of lights, then a single dim star, then gone. You tumble slowly, Earth sliding out of view, replaced by nothing but black. Your stomach lurches. There is no up, no down, no horizon, just you and the void. But here's the problem. Space doesn't care how brave you are. It doesn't care that you trained for years, that your daughter drew you a picture of the moon taped inside your helmet visor. The distance between you and safety is growing at orbital speed, 8 kilometers every second. In 10 minutes, the station will be 2,000 kilometers away. In an hour, it might as well be on the other side of the planet. Rescue ships don't exist for this. The Soyuz capsules are docked on the other side of the station. By the time they undock, you will be a speck smaller than the debris they're trained to avoid. You try to speak. Your voice sounds small even inside your helmet. Houston, I'm drifting. The delay is already too long. The signal has to fight through the growing distance. Static answers you like a laugh. And it gets worse. Your body begins to feel the physics. Not dramatically. No Hollywood explosion, no instant freeze. Just the slow, merciless truth of vacuum. The suit holds pressure, but the temperature outside is swinging wildly. On the sunlit side of your orbit, the fabric of your glove heats to 120 degrees Celsius, hot enough to cook an egg. In shadow, it plunges to minus 150. Your suit's radiators strain, humming against your spine. Sweat beads on your forehead and refuses to evaporate. It just sits there, slick and useless. You twist trying to face Earth again. The movement sends you into a lazy spin. Stars wheel past. Nausea rises. You fight it. Vomiting in a spacesuit is a death sentence, but your inner ear is screaming. No gravity, no reference, just endless rotation. You close your eyes and the spinning gets worse. But that's not even the worst part. The oxygen is dropping. You can feel it in the way your thoughts start to fray at the edges. NASA once ran the numbers on this exact scenario during a classified simulation in 2018. They called it free float separation. The conclusion was simple. After 90 minutes of drifting, cognitive function collapses. You won't feel heroic. You'll feel drunk, then terrified, then nothing. Your suit's carbon dioxide scrubber is already working overtime. The air inside smells metallic, like pennies and fear. You remember the last time you saw your wife? She kissed you at the launch pad and whispered, "Come back to me." You promised. Now that promise is floating away with you, shrinking into the black. Hours pass, or maybe minutes. Time loses meaning. when every second feels like it's being stretched on a rack. The sun rises again over the curve of Earth, blinding, merciless. Your visor darkens automatically, but the heat still bleeds through. Your fingers inside the glove swell against the fabric. Embolism, the science word for what vacuum does to unprotected tissue, isn't happening yet, but your mind keeps picturing it. Blood boiling at body temperature, lungs rupturing like balloons. You shove the image down, but it keeps surfacing, slick and red. But here's where things change. Radiation. You knew it was coming. Every astronaut does. The Van Allen belts are behind you now. But cosmic rays, high-energy particles born in distant supernovas, are slicing through your suit like invisible knives. They don't make a sound. They don't burn. They just punch through cells, snapping DNA, strands the way you might snap a thread. But NASA's own data from the Mars rover Curiosity showed that a human on a deep space mission would absorb more than a year's worth of Earth radiation in a single day. You're getting that dose right now, minute by minute. In your bones, in your eyes, in the marrow where your blood is made. You start laughing. It's not funny. It's the sound of a mind cracking, because you realize the stars you thought were beautiful are actually trying to kill you. Every pinpoint of light up there is a death sentence traveling at near light speed. And this is where the real horror begins. The environment turns on you completely. A micrometeoroid, no bigger than a grain of sand, strikes your suit at 30 kilometers per second. You feel it as a sharp pings against your thigh. The outer layer holds, barely. But now there's a tiny crater, a weak point. One more hit and the suit breaches. You've seen the footage from the ISS, tiny pits in the windows, craters in the solar panels. Those were the lucky ones. You are not. You drift through a cloud of orbital debris next. Paint flecks, frozen coolant, fragments of old satellites. They glitter like deadly confetti around you. One piece the size of a bolt tumbles past your visor, close enough that you could have reached out and touched it if your arms weren't locked in panic. Any of them could end you instantly. No warning, no explosion, just a sudden hiss, a spray of freezing vapor, and then the vacuum rushing in to finish what the cold started. Your suit alarm beeps. Low oxygen. You ignore it. There is nothing you can do. But it gets worse. The psychological layer arrives like a second, invisible enemy. Isolation in space isn't quiet. It's loud. The sound of your own breathing becomes a roar. Your heartbeat is a drum in your ears. You start talking to yourself out loud, telling jokes no one will ever hear. You recite your daughter's favorite bedtime story. Then you scream. The scream echoes inside the helmet until your throat is raw. No one answers. The universe is the most perfect listener. It hears everything and gives back nothing. You think about the probes we sent out there. Voyager 1 and 2. They've been drifting alone for decades. Silent ambassadors carrying golden records no one will ever play. You are becoming one of them now. A human Voyager. Except you're still conscious, still aware that you are nothing but a speck of meat and fear tumbling through a place that does not know your name. Days blur. If days even exist anymore. Your suit's power is failing. The heaters are dying. Cold creeps in, slow and intimate, like fingers sliding under your skin. Hypothermia sets in gently at first. Your thoughts slow. You see your wife's face in the stars. You see your daughter waving from the launch viewing area. You see the Earth you will never touch again. But here's the hidden danger no training manual ever prepared you for. The unknown. Space is not empty. We like to say it is, but we're lying to ourselves. There are things out here we have no name for. Dark energy pushing the universe apart. Rogue planets the size of Earth drifting in the dark between stars. Strange radio signals that repeat every few weeks. Fast radio bursts that release more energy in a millisecond than our sun does in a year. Some scientists at SETI have quietly admitted they don't know what they are. You wonder, Aber in the fading light of your own mind, if one of those bursts is aimed at you right now, a cosmic shout from something ancient and indifferent, your oxygen drops to critical. The suit is gasping with you. You feel your limbs growing heavy even in 0G. The stars begin to blur. Not from tears, there are no tears in vacuum, just from the slowing of blood to your brain. And this is where everything collapses. There is no final explosion, no dramatic last words, just the slow realization that you are already part of the cosmos in the most terrible way possible. Your body will keep drifting long after your heart stops. It will circle the Earth for months, maybe years, until the atmosphere finally drags it down in a streak of fire no one will see. Or maybe it will escape entirely, sailing past the moon, past Mars, into the long cold between the planets. A new constellation made of one man who once dreamed of touching the stars. You were never meant to be here. Humanity built rockets and suits and brave words, but the universe never signed the permission slip. We are soft, wet, fragile things that belong in the thin blue skin of a single planet. Everything else is punishment for forgetting that. As your vision tunnels and the last alarm fades to silence, one final thought floats up, clear, calm, almost kind. The universe was never empty. It was waiting. And now it has you. You drift on, alone, forever.